If you've ever used TikTok or followed the NFL at all, you sadly know this guy's face. He's the younger brother of Patrick Mahomes, who is a NFL superstar, and it seems like he has gotten himself into some deep shit. So just a few months ago, some surveillance footage of Jackson surfaced of him assaulting a restaurant owner. So let's take a quick look at that for some context. Now, there's actually a few things I want to quickly touch on. In the video, the lady is laughing, and I mean, as we'll go on in the video, you'll find out this is not a funny situation. This is serious, but a lot of people actually laugh whenever they're nervous or in awkward situations. So personally, I believe this is what happened. And we also see her picking up a drink. This might not probably be a big deal whatsoever. Maybe she brought it to the table or something, I don't know, but later on in the video you'll find out how she actually got into this situation. The insane thing is, his older brother Patrick Mahomes is actually an incredibly likable guy. NFL superstar, very charismatic, a ton of sponsors, dude is living the life. On the other hand, Jackson is probably the cringiest person ever. His TikToks are cringe, he's cringe, everything about this guy's cringe, I'm just gonna be honest. Now, ever since Patrick's success in the NFL, Jackson decided he did not need any sort of career or job or whatever. He's just going to ride the coattail of his older brother. I mean, he does state that he's a social media influencer, but all he really does is post awful and awkward TikToks where he just does the trendy dance or whatever, and that's really it. He doesn't add any sort of value or actual content to the platform. And I'm almost 1,000,000% positive if he was not the younger brother of a NFL superstar, he would not be anywhere as successful as he currently is, or even successful at all. Well, anywhere as successful as he used to be. As you saw, Jackson made a big oopsie and is probably done with his social media career. And it's not like he's a picturesque person who just had his first offense. While nowhere as serious as sexual assault, he's done things such as pouring water on fans of opposing teams, and has even danced on the memorial of Sean Taylor, who is an NFL player who sadly passed away. And that actually brings us to the main point of today's video. As stated before, a few months ago, Jackson Mahomes was under investigation for not one, but two assaults against restaurant workers. Well, after an in-depth investigation by local police, Jackson was actually charged with sexual battery for what he did to the two workers. Now, before this clip here, he actually shoved a waiter, which doesn't surprise me whatsoever, because for some reason, all because his brother is successful, Jackson thinks he has the right to do whatever he wants. Now, the woman in this video is the owner of the restaurant and came over to actually confront Jackson about the shoving of her staff, and well, for whatever reason, Jackson decided to forcefully kiss her. Not that it would make the situation any better, but this was not a simple smooch on the cheek. I mean, the owner stated she had bruises and marks from how forcefully Jackson had pulled her in and kissed her. And I mean, it's not as if these bruises on her are the only evidence. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to say or show this literal video where there's plenty of evidence, which is probably why it took almost no time for this guy to get convicted. And I'm unsure if Jackson was drunk or what, but my question is, why would he pull the lady in and kiss her? Like, if I was ever confronted by someone for something I did, the last thing on my mind would be pulling them in and trying to give them a peck on the lips. A normal sane person would probably try to de-escalate the situation, or if they really felt threatened, probably throw some punches. Which in Jackson's predicament, it probably would have been a great idea to de-escalate, apologize, and deal with whatever consequences came, which would probably just be him getting kicked out the store, to be honest. But instead, he decided to kiss the owner, which is why we're here. And his team, like his lawyers and stuff, tried to play the whole "this is a short clip" that left out a lot of context. But it is extremely obvious that this person did not want to kiss Jackson back at all. I honestly doubt the owner of this business was giving him the side eyes and winks the entire time, and this is what caused Jackson to make a move. As stated, this owner was coming over to confront Jackson for pushing one of her workers, not to get a little frisky in the back of the store. That said, Jackson sadly spent almost little to no time in jail and was set on a $100,000 bond. And the benefits of having a multi-millionaire brother is that when in trouble, you can pay your way out of things.
Dude, I just can't talk right now. Facebook. Take a picture.
Keep watching, keep watching. Anything you want to say to the victims of these crimes?
Honestly, hopefully this guy never picks up a phone again and stays away from all social media together. It seems like the status of his brother has really gotten to his head, and hopefully this situation is kind of an eye-opener for him. If it were up to me, he'd be in prison right now. What he did was actually disgusting, but I mean, it's not up to me. Anyways, I'll love you guys forever if you hit that subscribe button and drop a like rating. With that said, see you guys soon.